Welcome back to Amazing Resources, your one-stop resource to help you make money, save money, and add convenience to your everyday life. Right now, we're on the website of Become, and I will put a link in the description field of the video that will bring you directly to this website. Now, today I'm going to share with you guys a resource for restaurants out there, good business solutions in terms of trying to find financing for your restaurant. So what you're going to do when you come over to the site, you'll hover over the part that says Solutions. You're going to slide down to industry-specific loans. Then once you come over to the industry-specific loans, you're going to scroll down, and then we're going to see business financing and loans for restaurants. Because if you own a restaurant, you know that the expenses can pile up really quick. There are a variety of alternatives when it comes to restaurant financing options. So to learn a little more, you can click on this button that says Learn More. It's going to bring you over to the financing side of the site for restaurants. Okay, so you get a little information on there. Restaurants in general, pretty much when it comes to restaurants, the restaurant business industry is one of the most demanding to get involved in, with 20% of restaurants failing within their first year of operation. But getting the doors open is just the beginning. If you own a restaurant, then you'll know that the expenses can quickly pile up. Employees have to be paid. Inventory must constantly be restocked. You got to obtain and renew permits, and the kitchen equipment has to be replaced, just to name a few things, okay? Because there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes when it comes to running a restaurant. But the restaurant business loans are a smart solution for any restaurant that wants or needs to investigate the cash flow, especially with so many being heavily reliant on the seasons. So perhaps you want to renovate and give your restaurant a fresh set of paint. Maybe you've been thinking about scaling up the business by branching out and opening another location. So the reasonings that need funding, they vary, okay, when it comes to restaurants. But the types of restaurant financing, because due to the high rate of failure for restaurant businesses, banks normally don't make it easy to get approved for restaurant business loans. And even if your restaurant does get approved for a loan, the wait time of that process through the bank will be costly in and of itself. Okay, so luckily there are a variety of alternatives when it comes to restaurant financing options that will help your restaurant to defy those ugly statistics. So when it comes to startup business loans, if you're establishing a restaurant business from the ground up, a startup business loans can provide you with the restaurant financing needed to get the ball rolling. Okay, so the form of a loan is especially helpful if you have the idea of your restaurant, but haven't been able to put your plan into action. Your business can be very young to qualify for this type of loan, so offering up a huge advantage for the prospective restaurant owner. So qualifications and features: credit score of at least a 500 plus for FICO, preferably 3 months in business. No monthly revenue required. So yes, you can have revenue of 0 and still qualify. But think about this: when it comes to that, you want to have a higher credit score, okay, than a 500. All right, if you don't have any revenue, you want to have a higher credit score. If you have revenue, you don't need a higher credit score because you can get funding based off your revenue. So it's one of the two things. But restaurant loans range from $3,500 all the way to $250,000. There's a monthly repayment schedule. You can apply for a startup loan by clicking on this link right here. Apply for startup loan. And there's also SBA loans. So the U.S. Small Business Administration offers assistance to small businesses by guaranteeing up to 85% of business loan amounts, including restaurant business loans. Okay, so this means that your restaurant can get funded even if you're not sure if you'll be able to pay the loan back in full. So while the SBA doesn't actually provide the funds itself, the safety net that it provides to borrowers also gives lenders more incentive to approve applications for restaurant business loans. So you can use this restaurant financing for anything from advertisement to purchasing new kitchen equipment. So qualification and features for this particular product: you want the payback periods can range from 5 to 25 years. Interest rate starts at 6.5%. Ideal time in business is 2 years. There's a monthly repayment schedule. Minimum monthly revenue of $0. Okay. Minimum credit score of 500 for FICO, and loans from $30,000 all the way up to $5 million. So you can apply for an SBA loan by clicking on this link right here. Now, business lines of credit. Restaurants continuously need to restock the shelves, and the replacement rate of any given ingredient or product is always shifting. So your monthly expenses are unpredictable. Your restaurant financing can rely on an open line of credit that allows your business to borrow as needed up to a set amount. So a business line of credit is recommended as a safety net, providing your business with rainy day funds when you need them most. But your business's credit limit is based on the market value, profitability, and risk taken on by your restaurant. So all of which are determined by your lender. So qualifications and features for this particular product. The basic requirements to qualify for this type of restaurant loan are that you do not exceed the credit limit and you meet the monthly minimum payments. Interest rates vary according to factors designated by the lender between 1% all the way to 10%. Time in business is 3 months minimum and minimum monthly revenue of at least $5,000. Now, this is not net income, this is just revenue, total sales of at least $5,000 on a monthly basis in order to qualify for the business line of credit. You can always apply for a credit line by clicking on this link right here. When it comes to equipment finance, okay, a restaurant productivity as well as its quality depends largely on the equipment that it uses in the kitchen. Everyone knows that making an egg on a good non-stick pan is far better than the old damaged one and can seriously change the outcome of the taste and texture. So here the same principle applies, whether you're starting to piece together your kitchen from scratch or your aim is to keep your establishment competitive in the industry. Having up-to-date cooking apparatuses is essential to running a successful and memorable restaurant. So you can use restaurant equipment financing to make the purchases you want without digging yourself into a hole of debt. Also, be sure to consider the differences between equipment loans and equipment leasing before making a decision. But qualifications and features, even those with poor credit are often still eligible for these types of restaurant loans. Repayment, restaurant equipment financing can be made over a long period of time, often 2 to 6 years. Interest rates typically range from 4 to 6%. So you can apply for equipment financing by clicking on this link right here. Unsecured business loan, okay? Unsecured business loan. So unsecured small business loans for restaurants offer some of the best terms available for those with a relatively high credit score, okay? Unsecured business loans require no collateral, which means that the lender is taking on a bigger risk than the borrower. Qualifications and features. Qualification for an unsecured loan is generally more strict, but approval for this type means it will be easier to obtain other small business loans for restaurants. Interest rates for this form of restaurant financing are generally higher than other forms of restaurants funding because there's no collateral put on the line. Unsecured business loans can be repaid over a long period of time, usually a number of years. So you can apply for an unsecured loan by clicking on this link right here. Merchant cash advance. Okay, merchant cash advance. So for a quick short-term fix to your restaurant financing, a cash advance can be the solution. This method of restaurant funding is considered a last case scenario if you need a quick boost to get you through a particularly demanding billing cycle. So when revenue suffers from seasonal patterns, when your deep freezer decides to quit on you without warning, or you want to get the dining area redecorated, that's when merchant cash advances come in handy. The amount your business is qualified to receive as a form of cash advance generally depends on your credit score. Again, when it comes to merchant cash advance, this is a last resort type scenario. So it's not the first thing you go to, it's the last resort if you really need to get funding. Typically, reason being because these terms can typically be kind of expensive. So repayment is done automatically by drawing from future debit and credit card transactions. Payment period lasts as long as it takes for the full amount to be repaid. Minimum time in business is 6 months. Minimum monthly revenue, you want to be generating at least $10,000 on a monthly basis. Minimum credit score of 500 for your FICO score. And you can apply for a merchant cash advance loan by clicking on this link right here. Now, how to use a restaurant loan, okay? There's multiple uses for restaurant loans. You can use them for paying rent and appliances, gas, water, and electricity. You could back of house equipment, grills, ovens, refrigerators, freezers, etc. Front of house equipment, POS systems, furniture, dishware, menus, etc. Paying employees, managers, your hosts, your wait staff, busboys, cooks, dish cleaners, etc. Restocking, food, ingredients, drinks, alcohol, cleaning supplies, etc. Repairs, building, plumbing, electricity. Recovery after a disaster hits the business, decor, mirrors, light fixtures, carpeting, etc. Advertisement, digital print, signage, and etc. So while many of these expenditures listed here are frequent and routine, some payments can blindside even the most experienced restaurant owner. Balancing a restaurant budget requires a firm grasp on the normal, okay? So, how to apply for restaurant loans. Okay, I showed you multiple steps on how to apply for the different types by clicking on the apply now buttons. But here's a quick step-by-step process. You want to choose your desired loan amount and select get loan offer. Okay, you want to fill in the requested information, including time in the industry, revenue, business, etc. You want to submit your business checking account information for analysis. Wait for the offers so you can also review your status by clicking access your loan application. Review the offers and select your preferred lender. Receive the funds to your business checking account. Review your tailored lending score dashboard to improve your funding options and also improve your rates. If your lending score is insufficient, follow the personalized plan 8 to 12 weeks to unlock funding. So click here to see if you qualify. All right, so there's multiple places you can check on the website to apply. Even at the top, you can always select the dollar amount that you're looking for and hit get loan offers. Again, you get pre-qualified without doing a hard inquiry on your credit report. So you kind of have an idea you have a good chance of getting approved without running a hard inquiry on your credit report. So, and you can see multiple offers and select which offer you want, okay? Based upon the offers that return back to you. So be sure to check it out. This has become, and I will put a link in the description for the video that brings you directly to this page. Thank you guys again for watching Amazing Resources, your one-stop resource to help you make money, save money, and add convenience to your everyday life.